Hi, welcome to Knits Up. I'm Mindy, otherwise known as Knitter CNY. I am a little more red-headed than I was a couple of weeks ago, although in this light you can't really see because it's at night and I'm using a weird light, just regular light in the background. But anyways, it's been 2 weeks since my birthday. Today's the 14th, so today was the drawing for the yarn. I did that off camera because I actually am using my phone to record, and I had to use the phone to do the drawing, so you can't record what's on your screen when you're doing the drawing. So anyways, it was the 7th comment. I went from top to bottom. And Deborah Lindgren, I believe, is the winner. I have publicly commented back to her on that video and said, you won. Here's my email address. Email me your address and I will send you the box. One of the things that is going to be in that box is Bernat Plentiful. This color is Crocus. This entire thing will make a sweater. I made a size 3X, 4X sweater for myself out of the blood orange color, like a yoked sweater. It was a free pattern that Joann's and Bernat had. And it makes a really nice sweater, but you can crochet with it. You can do a lot with it. It's, I want to say like some huge amount. It's 952 yards, 300 grams, 10 ounces. So that's one of the things. A lot of the other things will be like acrylic, like Hobby Lobby stuff that I bought last year on clearance that I've never used. So I want to give it a new home. I don't know how big the box will be. I don't know how many skeins of yarn will be in it, but there'll be a few. So, it's free yarn. I'm hoping that Deborah's in the United States. I never said, oh yeah, you've got to be in the United States, but we'll figure it out if she's not. So Deborah, if you see this, you're the winner. Email me. Just check out your comment on the last video and my replies there with my email address. So that's all I've got for today. I've been working on blue hats for hatnothate.org. That's the Lion Brand run charity that's for anti-bullying. And if you're wondering what the heck is it going on in back of me, that's my yarn closet. I hate doing air quotes, but it seemed like a good idea. And you can see that I painted this room a few years ago and there's still painter's tape that, I've never pulled down. I have no idea why. Just there. This one actually holds the shade shut because I'm fancy like that. So I worked on, I think I've gotten 3 done and I've gotten 2 in the process. A lot of that Lion Brand haul, if you remember, not a lot of it, but at least 3 bonus bundles of Thick and Quick, which is Woolly's Thick and Quick, which is a number 6 yarn. That's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So that should make at least 2 hats per bonus bundle. And I think I got 2 in navy and 2 in royal. And then I hit the Hobby Lobby clearance sale last week at my local store. And I got a few things. I did not go hog wild like I did last year. And a couple of the things I got were the blueberry, I think it's like blueberry cobbler, blueberry souffle or something like that, in the ice cream cotton blend. It's got different colors in it. It's got some teals and stuff too, but I figure if they call it blueberry, it's blue enough that I'm going to send the hats in. So I started a hat out of that, and then I've got a hat out of the royal yarn. The other 2 skeins of yarn that I used up were the Woolly's Thick and Quick tonal that had some little red and white in it, but mostly blue. I made 2 hats, 1 out of each ball that I had of some mill ends. So I've got lots of yarn in here. Like I said, I'm going to pull out what will fit in a box. I haven't even gotten the box from the post office yet. So let me know, Deborah. Like I said, go to your comment and on my last video and my emails in the reply, and then you can get your box of yarn. And hopefully we'll run a contest like this maybe, a few months from now. I'm not crazy. But there were only 8 people that commented, which I thought was kind of strange because there were like 81 views of the subscribers. And I was like, well, wait a second. Nobody posted, nobody bothered to post a reply too much. And it was kind of funny because 2 of them were actually high school classmates of mine, which is amazing. And if they had won, I would have given them the yarn, but the random number generator, it was the 7th comment down, and that was Deborah's. And so she won the yarn. It could have been either one of them just as easily, and I would have given them the yarn too. But like I said, I'll be doing more videos in the future. I'm still working on my socks. I'm on the 2nd sock of that Dye For You yarn. I don't know, Beware the Winnipeg Winter or something like that. And then I've got like a bunch of Croy Peyton's Croy yarn that I've got, I think, 37 pairs worth of sock yarn. So Deborah, if you knit socks, let me know that too, and I'll throw in a couple of balls of the Peyton's Croy sock yarn too, because I have tons, because I went to the Peyton's yarn outlet store in Canada a few years ago, and then of course I just bought stuff on sale at Joann's that I thought was pretty and put it in a box and not used it. Why do I do that? I don't know. So that's all I got for you folks. It's a very, very short update. Hopefully next week we'll actually have some content. I'm going to try knitting this week. I've also started crocheting a blanket. It's a comfort, all for you comfort blanket from Bernat, but I'm using Hobby Lobby yarn from last year, the Sugar Wheel cotton balls that are, cakes actually. I have 3 cakes of that, and I want to say they're like 300 yards a cake or something ridiculous like that. It's basically a granny square Afghan, but it's rectangular. I hate the beginning chain because they have you chain and then go into one side of the chain and down the other side. Well, down the other side has these weird loops because it's only going under one thread out of the 3 that it just looks weird. So I'm going to have to like kind of sew in there or crochet or do something to shore it up and make it look more solid because I'm a little worried about it. And I don't want to rip out practically a whole skein of yarn to go back and fix the very first thing, which I should have fixed immediately. But anyways, that was the day I went to go see the waterfall. So I was like, la-di-da, la-di-da, I don't care. It's the right hook. I'm using a Clover Soft Touch hook, size H. And with that cotton yarn, it's a 3 weight, like a DK weight basically. So it's a little lighter than you would normally use with an H hook. And it's just so smooth. It's like the perfect hook. My hand doesn't get tired. I can just go for hours. It's the same motion. I've made this blanket like 6 times or something like that. Not the whole thing. I've made smaller ones with Caron cakes. Because if you use 2 Caron cakes, that makes the right size blanket for either a stole, like a shawl kind of a thing, or like a lapgan for the nursing home. And I'm given to the nursing home where my dad is. And I got tons and tons of Sugar Wheel from last year and Caron cakes. I have enough to make a bunch of those. So I want to use those up because they're pretty. I like being able to have the color change on its own, and I don't have to carry the color too much. I just have to tuck in the ends as I'm going, just crochet over the ends, basically. If you don't know that trick, check it out on YouTube. You can probably find a video of how to do that. If you're doing a color change and you don't want to like sew in ends, you can actually crochet over the ends as you're going along, and you don't have to tuck in ends like you do with knitting. Ugh. So anyways, I babbled. It's almost 10 minutes. I am KnitterCNY on Instagram. I am KnitterCNY on Ravelry. There is a Facebook group for the Knits Up podcast. There is also a, golly gee willikers, doesn't my hair look cute. There is also a Ravelry group as well. And you can find old audio and video podcasts sometimes on knitsup.libsyn, libsyn.com. I did the audio stuff for years. I want to say like 12, 13 years ago. And then I switched to video, and I thought it was going to be all consistent and blah, 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 blah. And then it got to be a pain in the butt to condense them down. So I just like basically went to YouTube. That's what I've been using for a long time. I don't even know why I pay the Libsyn subscription. I think I pay like $6 a month or something like that. But hopefully, maybe I can record shorter segments and use Libsyn, because the people that have iTunes sort of get screwed. And I don't want them to get screwed out of seeing me, because I'm a delightful person and you should definitely watch me, because it's riveting content. The old stuff where I just stare and show you something and look like I'm drugged. So I'm going to try and put a little more personality into this. Like I said, I turned 50 and I'm in the stage where I'm like, I could give a flying fig whether you like it. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. There's 1,000,012 podcasts for knitting and crochet on YouTube. I am not everybody's cup of tea. I'm quite boring, actually. And like this, I babbled on. Somebody wants some yarn. That's all you needed to know. It could have been 30 seconds. But I'm trying to give you a flavor of what is to come. So that's all I got, folks. Peace out. Bye.